Hi there. So in Module 3, we're talking a lot about the roles that we play, how we label ourselves, how we label others, how others label us, the limitations of those labels, and ultimately how we get into conflicts because of the labels that we play, or we label other people, and that creates kind of conflict. And I'll explain that a little bit. First, I want to start off by saying that I've had a couple of questions about the Living in Consciousness workbook that I want to address. I've received multiple emails, so I want to talk about that. First, I think if you read the syllabus, you'll find your answers there. Second, I want to say that I know some of you have the ebook and some of you have the hard copy. There isn't a right or wrong choice to make there. It really just depends on how you prefer to work. Because it is a workbook, I do know that that creates some confusion for people on how to handle having the ebook. And like I said in the syllabus, you can some ebooks, and I think it has to do with your software more than it has to do with the ebook, because they're all the same, allow you to type into the workbook, and then you can print those and scan them and submit them. Some of them allow you to copy and paste, and then you can put it onto a Word document and upload it as a Word document. Some people who have the hard copy write onto the book into the workbook and just photocopy that, or just take a quick picture of it and send that. And then again, I know that some of you are using used books, and you tell me that the workbook is already filled out. I don't know why I wouldn't want my personal information out there. However, that's neither here nor there. So some of you tell me that you just wipe that out and you start again, and or you just copy it onto your own paper, whether that's a Word document or whether that's in hand. I really don't care what you turn in. I mean, as far as how you do the work, I want you to use whatever method you prefer, because this needs to be comfortable to you. Now, I also want to say that I've received multiple email about whether or not you turn in page 16 through 35, or if you only give me the page that I asked for in the assignment. Now, the reason that that concerns me is that what I hear people saying to me is, do we only do page 8, for instance? So I want to reiterate, like in the syllabus, and I think in some of the beginning videos that I made, is you do turn in the one page that I request, even if the exercise is longer than that one page, or the module calls for 15 pages at a time to be discussed during that module. And I'll explain it. The reason for that is you are working the entire workbook. I don't believe you're going to get as much from this course if you are only going to the one page in the book that's the assignment and turning that in. I realize that there are people who will do that. However, I wouldn't want to pay for a workbook and only use 1 or 2 pages out of it. It would feel like that was a bit of a waste to me. But that's, I know that people will do that. So you are working the workbook in its entirety. We are addressing about 15 pages at a time in each module, and they are listed in the module, but you only turn in the one. I think it would be too laborious on your part to turn in 15 pages, or just multiple pages. I am attempting to make the workbook part of this as simple as I can, the workbook part of turning it in as simple as I can for you. If you have a desire for us to look over multiple pages, I would be happy to do that, but that's not the requirement. So first I wanted to address that. In the additional video, I'll address the overall meaning and thoughts behind this module.